Turn it up. Turn it up.
Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? No, put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars, where you wanna go. The things that we can do, don't need to prove you know. Honey, I got what you want. Yeah. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me no lies, I always get mine.
This day is something else. I think the world has decided to just call it kaput on this week. It is Friday. And now I just have to go to a this screen because that camera, the behind the scenes camera, was working and then my streaming software would not go live. It went live and then it said it was stopped because of a microphone issue. That's a bug I've seen before. It did that twice. Everybody was saying that it never went live. And so then I restarted Ecamm entirely, and now the behind the scenes camera won't work, so I had to do the whole countdown timer from here, and now everything else is going wrong. Whatever. I'm gonna change scenes, but I don't have one programmed for this. Hang on. Wait, hold on. There's got to be a reaction for this. It's not quite sad. It's not sad. It's like, ah! Or zany. We'll go with zany. Whoops. There we go. No, in this case, it really wasn't user error. I don't think. Maybe camera one is best. Maybe. And wow, lots of you with comments on my new haircut. Thank you very much. I'm glad you all like it. My bangs kind of got too short so they wouldn't like flip over to the side. This is stuff you need to know, right? I mean, this is the important stuff of a live streaming tech and audience growth and engagement strategy conversation. Is haircuts. So, and then today I was like, it wouldn't work. And so I was just like, I'm doing bangs. I'm just doing the full bang thing and we'll see how it goes. We always used to do the countdown timer from here. Oh, we did. And then I got like, I'm supposed to be changing scenes. If you have questions about tech, I promise I can run a live streaming show. Pro right here. I don't know what's happening today. It is craziness. During the countdown timer, I did the I Got What You Want song in celebration of Sammy getting his channel back. Yay! Congrats, Sammy, for getting not for getting hacked, but for getting hacked and actually getting it back and everything good to go. I'm working here. I'm working hard. All right, there we go. We'll just go with this. We'll just call it simple today. Is that okay with you? Oh no, Sammy. Yikes. Oh yeah. So Linus Tech Tips had happened to, it's a sponsor that wants to hijack your session cookies. Wow. It's not if things go wrong, it is when, for sure. Okay, the primary camera came jealous of the other one and smacked it. So, the poll, oh my, okay. We've run a poll apparently. Do you like this camera angle for the timer or the behind the scenes camera one? 92% of you said this one. So is that what you're telling me? You don't even like the behind the scenes camera? I thought you would geek out about all of the gear. And here I am, just incorrect. Wow. Someone turned off the lights behind the scenes. Someone has done something today. Because this day, I can't even describe how this morning started. It's only important that you like it. True. That is like kind of rule number one for your channel, isn't it? That you like it. The worst part was that I think, oh no, that's not good. That's so not good. Live streaming bangs. We are changing the name of this show. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. Thank you so much. Because I will be honest, it's been a rough morning. And I appreciate the laughs. This is a live streaming show, but bring all your questions and comments. The best camera is the one that Luria interacts with and we see. Okay, fair enough. Oh man. Okay, here's an actual question. If you have questions, type Q in front of your question. Get it into my queue. Super chats are about to be active because I had to edit. Y'all. That's cute though. That was not the button I meant to hit. Oh, I love today. Super chats are active, so if you want to jump ahead of the queue, you can super chat and get a little fun surprise, and you can get your question answered faster. So, Jonathan, is there a way to have a screen overlay package purchased built. I still haven't gone live. I feel like this is autocorrect gone wrong here because it's that kind of day after all. It's been a couple months and I can't figure out how to get my screen right. Screen overlay package. Oh, purchased and built. Yes, Jonathan, we actually do have that as a service that we sell. So we can actually create your overlays, or we can use yours, but we can log into your machine and actually build out everything remotely and set up your stream deck if you want, or X keys or whatever. Oh, hey, a little groove. Okay, that was good. So yeah, if you want to reach out to support@livestreamingpros.com, we can get you that link, or you could just go to livestreamingpros.com/services and you'll find that in there to book a call. Okay. That's good. That is really good. I want this one. Is that why you ended the poll early, Callie? You're voting for this, and so you ended the poll as soon as you saw it was like overwhelming. Yeah. It's more fun like a dance party. Okay. All right, you guys are rock. I love you. I love you too. You love the countdown, but Caleb, the question was, so we're going to talk about countdown timers here for your stream as well. The question was, did you want this camera during the countdown timer? Like, I don't have my stream deck programmed for this non-graphic button or scene. Thank you. I'm coming to post if you have super chat questions. But Caleb, the question is, do you want this or the behind the scenes camera that failed today? So we had to go with this, and that started this whole conversation. Hold on. I'm gonna have to scroll back up. Thank you, Einar, so much for the super sticker. And prior to that, Marcus, jumping ahead, but where to? I missed something. What did I miss? Okay. Okay, this is important. Hold on. I'm just seeing this. Okay, since you got 3,000 people have been asking for sponsored shorts because of all the growth. This is a really important conversation right now. Okay, that's happening in the chat room. Renee says, TLDR, they spend weeks convincing you they're a real sponsor, then send you fake PDF file that's actually a Windows screensaver file. And when you click it, it installs malware and steals cookies. And then they take over your channel. Ooh. That's scary. Okay, don't open PDFs, guys. Don't open PDFs. But I get that. Like you think it's a real sponsor. That's insane. That's not good. And thank you for the details on that, Renee. Thank you. You know what? I have been really working on my self-care and my work-life balance. And I haven't put a video out on my channel about that update yet, but I'm feeling good. I mean, it's kind of half going really, really well and half kind of struggling, but at least there's a half that's going really, really well. As the sun rises and as the sun sets later and later and later, I've been, like outside and hanging out, and now I go to bed later. So that's a little off, but, there's a lot of good stuff happening from that perspective. So that's probably why I look a little fresh. Okay. No worries, Anthony. You're welcome anytime that works for you. That music sounded like, I don't know what that is, and I shouldn't put that up on screen. I don't know. Okay. There are questions coming in, and I'm so late. I'm like way behind on comments. I know Marcus. Marcus loves to distract. Loves to distract. Okay, is this the same question? All right. Renee, question. For people who haven't streamed before or only stream occasionally, especially women creators, how can they find safe moderators to help them deal with creepy comments? Great question. And how many of you have that question yourself? If you are a woman or otherwise, if you're just dealing with moderators, you want to have a moderator. So the thing that I always say is when you're looking for a moderator, you're going to go to the existing people who are already working on your channel. They show up to every stream. They show up and provide value. They chat with other people. They basically do the mod work naturally without the capabilities to actually mod anyone, right? So that's just like they come into your channel and they participate. They are there every time. You know their name, you know things about them, and then at that point you can kind of reach out to them and say, hey, you know, would you like to do this? And then they have a back channel. They have back channel access to you, of course, through Messenger or whatever you prefer. And then it's just about looking for warning signs and making sure that they have the right desire to just support you as a creator as opposed to trying anything creepy. And honestly, that's an intuitive thing. It's a gut feeling. And we have to, I think that as creators, we have to pay attention to our gut more than we tend to. I've seen it time and time and time again where people kind of feel like, ugh, but then we excuse it away and then we get in trouble. So don't not follow your gut. Follow your gut. I didn't need a double negative there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, did I misread that comment entirely? Oh, sorry. I totally misread that comment. Oh, y'all. Okay. To help them deal with creepy comments. Yeah. Just get those creepy comments out. But the moderator also can actually go awry. I've seen many creators deal with that. So you've got to make sure that you're paying attention as well. Regarding the personal work-life balance, I'll take half any time, right? Work-life balance and the mental, physical health relationship is paramount. It is paramount and working on it. I appreciate you, JV, for always being a good kind of inspiration on that. Okay, questions come through with a Q in front of them. Otherwise, I might miss them. They might not get in to my queue. Good mods reflect the approach of the streamer, not their personal preference. Yes, all of this, says our mod. We do have a video, actually, if you are considering mods for your channel, not sure how to get started, not sure what to do with them or how to get them to actually do the work. We talk about rules, we talk about boundaries, we talk about like how you find the right person. We have a video on this channel all about that, where I actually invited my moderators to have that conversation with me so that it's not just from my perspective, but it's from their perspective as well. And I think that that's a really important piece of this. So yeah. Okay, next question. Caleb. On an A10 Mini Pro, you can go live from it and record at the same time since there's only one USB out. It appears that I can either go live or record. I believe that's right, Caleb. I don't have a Pro on me, but from the times that we have used that in our production. So you can go live from it. Hang on. No, I don't believe that's true, actually. I want to say, because it's connected and it can go live directly from that. You don't need like software or anything. So the record then could go through. You know what? I'm going to let somebody, I don't use that particular one. So I'm going to lean on the comments here. If anybody does, I want to say you can actually do both, to be honest. But I don't want to answer that specifically. Sammy, do you have a pro? I haven't been using any gear in my studio. I've been just using your camera outside of the studio. Wow. This? What, is it somebody hack Sammy himself? What's going on right now? I feel like there's... yeah, I feel like there's something wrong with Sammy. Okay, questions, keep them coming. And if you want to jump to the top of the queue, super chats take a priority. Next question. Let's see. Sammy, speaking of, I'm trying, why am I not on Do Not Disturb? Hold on. I thought I was. Do Not Disturb. Okay. I'm trying to become a live streaming minimalist. What is the best way to start? Well, okay. So Sammy, you just said that you were kind of like really just using the basics. I think that you're already started. So I guess the follow-up question I have for you, Sammy, is what kind of content are you trying to create? Because if you are out and about, are you, and I apologize for not knowing this already, but are you doing like IRL stuff? Or are you doing it from a laptop in nature or something? Like what is it you're trying to accomplish? I see a lot of questions that come through about like, what's the best gear? How do I, minimalize the gear or the setup? And that's going to rely or depend on, words are hard today. That's going to depend on the
security breach. Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome.
Here we go.
Shutting down.
Marcus trying to
Security
distract.
breach. Scanning.
Benny,
Username
welcome.
accepted.
Sally, welcome. Danny, welcome.
Shutting down.
Michael, welcome.
Security breach. Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome. Welcome. Shutting down.
Oh my God.
Security breach. Scanning. Username accepted.
Alaska, welcome.
Welcome. Shutting down.
Oh.
Security breach. Scanning. Username
It just
accepted.
never
Welcome.
stops.
Welcome.
Okay.
Shutting down.
All right. I will provide feedback in the appropriate scenario, but or the appropriate channel. But the fact that it's only 5 kind of drives me insane, to be honest. Like you can't just do 1; you have to do 5 all at the same time. But that actually, I mean, it makes more people get membership, which is awesome, and it's kind of like limiting, I feel like. But welcome to all of our new members. Thank you for being here. So I will be streaming on Airy. Oh, you can just gift 1? Why does no one just gift 1? I thought that we talked about that, and it was actually there was a limit. You'd really like 10 or 20 at a time, right? Yes. Yes. Oh, there we go. Okay, Marcus just gifted 1. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Oh. We'll see in a second. CJ is a winner! Congrats! What? Come on, buttons!
Security
Eddie wanted it. Oh, that was late. Wow. Why not Big Love the gifting? Well, like, yes, absolutely. Let's gift all the things. I thought like no one ever gifts 1. And so I kind of made a bit of an assumption there, but I thought we had talked about there was a limitation when it first rolled out. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get it, but I do see a question from you, so I'm coming to you. Come on. Or you can just become a member. Okay. So I never heard back from Sammy after that distraction from Marcus. By the way, speaking of mods, Marcus is like a perfect example because Marcus kind of came into our world where he was just participating and he just always showed up. And that's when when we had kind of a need for another moderator. And so we were like, hey, Marcus, do you want to be a mod? And he's been like the best. Okay. I know. The unicorn. The unicorn is silly and crazy and awesome. So, okay, I don't remember. So all the distractions, all of the buttons not working properly. Minimalist. So, Sammy, I need a little bit more from you because you're already minimalizing. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to get rid of? Oh, okay. Do you want to get rid of your gear? Because if that's the case, then absolutely, you can absolutely do. You can absolutely do that. You just need to decide, like, what is the potential future gonna hold for you, because you've kind of taken a shift in content, right? And so what does that future potentially hold for you? Which pieces of gear do you think you might need? And not like maybe one day, maybe if and it's like not really a strategy, but you think you might need these types of things, then you could just release and sell that stuff, make some money, invest that into the business, and you are so much better. But from the minimalist experience, all you really need is your phone, right? Like that's really truly all you need if you want to go super minimalist, for sure. Yes, everybody make Marcus blush. Go for it. Just do it.
Security breach. Scanning. Username accepted.
Welcome, Blake.
Welcome. Shutting down. Security breach. Scanning.
Backyard. Whoop whoop.
Welcome. Shutting down. Security breach. Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome. Welcome.
I feel like I can't talk during it. Is it awkward?
Security breach.
Tell me.
Scanning.
Sankar,
Username
welcome.
accepted. Welcome. Welcome. Shutting down. Security breach. Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome.
Phoenix Fire.
Shutting down.
Welcome. Okay. This is not actually a phone case. So this is a clear case with a sticker inside of it that I got at Vid Summit. I had put it in my pocket and I was going to ruin the sticker. And I'm not a sticker person, to be honest. So I don't know why I was trying to save it, but it was in my back pocket and it was going to get ruined. So somebody suggested I just put it in here for safekeeping, and it hasn't left since Vid Summit. So there you go. All right, next question. Melix J plays. Wow. I have a feeling I screwed that one up. Using the 4K cam link and a Sony ZV-E10, what are the best settings, 4K or HD? Great question. Here, there are pros and cons to both. So when it comes to 4K, there are some pros and cons. Obviously, 4K, better quality. The question you have to ask yourself, is that quality actually seen in a streaming environment? Are you doing anything like really detailed, fine, print that needs to be seen? Like if you're going to do calligraphy and demo that or something to that effect, 4K can be really, really powerful for that. Or if you're doing a lot of screen demos and you want that to be as clear as humanly possible or as technically possible, then 4K can be super great. What 4K, the con of 4K is a couple of things. You're going to have a crop on that Sony ZV-E10. So when you go into 4K, it's going to get even tighter. So if this is the shot in 1080, it's then going to become more-ish like this and kind of tighter. And so you have to be accommodating for that in the lens choice that you have. Then the other thing is audio delay. You are going to experience an audio delay, so you're going to have to make up for that in your streaming software. Totally doable, but it's a little annoying, to be honest, right? If you have to kind of like fiddle with it to get it there. And so those are, and the other thing is low latency. So if you're streaming on YouTube, then you're not going to be able to go into ultra low latency. What that is, so in terms of latency, what I'm talking about is the lag between when I say something, you hear it, and then that's what latency is. I say something and 5 seconds later, 10 seconds later, 2 seconds later, you hear that and can comment on it. where that comes into play is highly interactive conversations. When I'm talking about telling a story and you 5 minutes later respond to that, that's a big, not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Did I say minutes earlier? Guys, I shouldn't I really want to give up on this day. Okay, 5 seconds later, 45 seconds later, 15 seconds later, not minutes. We're not dealing with minutes and latency. But when I say something, you hear it 5 seconds later, that's actually quite a long time, because then you have to comment, and then that's 10 seconds when I hear it or see it in the comments, right? And so when you're trying to have a conversation, it's a bit awkward. And so you have to, as a host, know how to deal with that latency. On YouTube, you have 3 types of latency options. You have normal, low, is it ultra? I just clicked the button. What's it called? There are 3 options. The last one, that is like the ultra low latency, essentially, is the fastest, but you cannot do that using 4K. You can only do the other 2 using 4K. There you go. So those are the things to consider. And whether you choose to go there or not is totally your personal preference. Just know that HD is, for most people, totally acceptable at this point. And that might change in the future, right? But hopefully, if that changes in the future, then we hopefully have, like, adjustments to all of those other cons type of thing, right? Oh my God, Einar, that's part of the problem. I didn't have coffee this morning. You just like put the puzzle pieces together for me. I didn't get coffee this morning because I went out and had a personal life. I went to the gym and came back late, and then and then had to take a shower to get ready for a call, and fires blew, and I had to take care of it, and I just never wound up having coffee. That's the problem. Break the curse. It's all because of me. I'm not allowed to have a personal life, go to the gym, or walk and watch the sunrise. Never again. That would be like me forgetting your tea, right? Exactly, Jennifer. Well, don't rub it in. That's just not nice. Jeez. You must have coffee so we can stop the madness. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was my fault. I mean, I knew the fire was my fault because I screwed something up, but how do you I explained it. I mean, it's bad. That was really, really bad on me. Lesson learned. Okay, next question. Thank you, Einar, for helping me discover what is the problem today. Okay, next question. I'm so behind, guys. I am so behind. Okay. Manas from Delhi, India. Yay, welcome. I want to stream a political rally. What would be the best equipment? So if you're thinking about a political rally, there are a couple of things to consider. One, you want to be, that's going to be like on the go. And so you're going to be using your phone for that, most likely, without investing in gear to make it like a super professional stream. Just know, oh my God, you guys are cracking me up with the coffee comments. Just know that it's not going to be like the best quality, but in terms of like a rally environment, most people aren't really looking for that unless you're trying to do some broadcast streaming. So I would honestly get like just use your phone, but get an adapter for a shotgun mic. Deity has, I think it's in my ottoman, which would be really awkward for me to grab right now, but Deity has a dual mic that you could attach to your phone, and so it goes to your mouth and to the outside. Thank you. Okay, I will get coffee as soon as I'm done here. I don't think you guys want me to break and go make coffee at the moment. If you do, I am more than happy to, but I wouldn't be answering questions for a few minutes. So that would be hilarious. Please don't storm it's embarrassing in here. I gotta clean. Okay, next, wait, oh yeah, so that's what I would do is get the dual deity mic, and then you could have you talking and you could capture the sounds of everything else going on out there. The other piece of kind of being on the go like that at a rally would be the internet, cell connection, data connection. You could connect to a hotspot, but your phone, I mean, like, it's probably not going to give you that much stronger of a signal. You'll just have to notice if your signal is going weaker, and you might not need to be able to move away, move as much as you would like to. We'll watch you make coffee. It's an emergency. We're very kind. Yes, you all are very kind. I freaking love you all. Coffee intermission. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. No, we have to just stop here. You ordered Phil's coffee from Uber Eats when you were at the airport where they have coffee, and you chose to Uber Eats coffee. That's just, that's extra. That's extra. Coffee making live. Okay. I mean, I can go throw some on if you guys want to listen to some dance music, and I can just come back to the best questions. Uber Eats is a lifesaver. All right, I'm throwing some music on. I'll be right back. I'm just going to start it and then kind of go back and forth, okay? Just a couple times back and forth. Here you go. There we go. All right, coffee is brewing. Coffee is brewing. Okay. Well, that's part of the problem, Sarah. We would have a behind the scenes camera if it was working, but I didn't have coffee this morning, so everything has gone awry today. Nothing has worked well. I've had all kinds of crazy happening, and we're going to be good now. I'm going to answer some more questions. I'm glad you find me entertaining. I'm just a dork. That's all. Your okay, Joanne, your M50 vid was oh so helpful. Yay! But I have Elgato Cam Link with Canon interface cable, but I need to connect to iMac with adapter. You have the Elgato Cam Link with Canon. We have videos about Canon. We only have like 1 or 2 videos about Canon, oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. Sorry. Misread that. Maybe the BTS needs a camera too. I think that you're maybe, so Joanne, I think that you're maybe kind of overthinking it a little bit. So all you need to do is get a so you're doing the micro HDMI into the Canon, and that's going to go into your cam link, and then the cam link is going into your computer. Simple as that. So I'm not sure, I think you're probably using maybe a cable, thinking you need to use a cable that came in the box. If I have that correct, you just need a micro HDMI cable coming out of the Canon. I'm looking at my Canon, sorry, I don't know why. Coming out of that, then you're going to plug that into the cam link. The cam link goes directly into the computer. Does that help? Okay. Y'all, coffee is finished brewing. I will be right back and answer some more questions.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot.
right, y'all. Here we go. We have coffee. It has arrived. Oh, it's so warm. So here's my question before I take my first sip. Does it take one sip to break the curse, or does it take a full cup to break the course? I'm just wondering how much I have to like just chug in order to break this freaking curse that's going on today. So let me know. And I'm just going to take my first sip anyway. Hot. Good. Yummy. Okay, guys, stop trying to increase the curse now. I have tea during the day. First sip, best sip. Yes, half cup. Okay, it takes half a cup. Coffee and lots of expensive desk gear. With my luck, yes, you're right. Nothing can go wrong. Okay, Renee says first sip is curse breaker. Maybe English tea. Why are you all trying to screw this up? Yay, coffee. 6 shots venti. I'm not taking orders, JV. Oh my God. I don't know what brand. Pete's, I think. I'm not a big coffee connoisseur. The last sip. So we have the first sip equals hope. Multiple cups equals getting it all fixed. What brand of coffee do we need for live streaming? That's a great question. Whatever makes you happy. Definitely. Okay. Next question, because y'all are going to be like, this girl told me that I could ask questions about tech, and we're talking about coffee. I don't know what's wrong with her. Okay. Matt, sponsors are starting to... Dude, you're starting to get sponsors. Hopefully not the kind of sponsors that took down other people's channels. So let's be careful out there these days. But congratulations. Any tips on how to showcase products in videos? You have you've worked with 3 companies, so you're looking for tips on showcasing products in videos, what to say, what not to say, etc., etc. Well, first tip, probably don't tear them a new one when they're paying you, but I'm just joking. So when it comes to the way you do your sponsorships, there are a couple of things that we kind of have to like look at high level. One, are they paying you for a product review? That is an absolutely no from me. Now, some people do that and say that they do that. For me, that breaks the integrity of other review products, right? So if I'm reviewing a product being paid to do so, there's a lot of iffiness that goes into that, not only on your side, but also the viewer watching. They distrust that. So that's very, very important to pay attention to. If they are, and again, you can make up your own choice, right? It's just, there's a lot of risk there. And so the other way to do that is with a host read in a different video. So if you're doing just a regular video, whatever you're doing, and then your host read is about that product, then you can do that so many different ways depending on the style that you're looking to do. Actually one thing just came up in my mind since Renee is in here. He had a sponsor that was like a different, like a cooking sponsor versus his tech content. And that has stuck in my brain because I paid attention, right? When I was watching it, I was like, interesting. We're going cooking here, okay, on a tech channel, right? And I believe, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, Renee, but I believe that that actually was super successful for you, right? So, and he actually cooked, like he had a skillet going, he cooked while doing the VO talking, talkover, voiceover. Okay, I'm taking more coffee. Okay, we're gonna get there. Forgive my sips. And so you can do a natural integration, or you can do something like what I was just describing. So what I would do first is explore the world of sponsored videos, channels that you love and trust. How are they integrating that? And you can you could do product placement as well. That is a common thing that happens. So that as you're doing other videos, there is that product kind of showcased in their background on your desk or something like that. Okay, so Renee's audience loved it. We need to find a coffee sponsor. Yes, there really aren't. Okay, so there really aren't any like hard and fast rules around sponsorships. You do have to figure out what works for you, your channel, and your audience. Now, you do also need to make sure that that you're tracking, so you know what is actually working or not in terms of conversions for the sponsors themselves. So the terms have been free woodworking tool in exchange for an honest video review. That's where I say no to sponsors, but I will actually use them, right? So like if somebody wants to sponsor and I'm using their product in other forms, not as a factual or fact and opinion review. That's a very specific kind of video. Does that make sense, Matt? Does that help? Anybody else have any thoughts on that you want to share in the comments as well? Yes, Africa, bring on the questions. Absolutely, that's what we're here to do. If you do have questions, please do type a Q in front of the question. Take a breath, and that way it makes its way into my queue. I've seen a couple people with, I have not seen Tom's, a couple people I've seen, I'm trying to think of who it was. I think I'm gonna blank on who did it, but there was a beautiful website done of like, this is what my ethics, you know, in terms of everything that I do. So yeah, you can absolutely take a look at other people for inspiration. Just be really, really, really careful. Yes, sponsors want to pay you for a review, and the audience can lose trust in you like that. So something to consider. Hello, Minister. Okay, next question. Hold on. Okay, next question. Joanne, a follow-up. The Canon interface seems I need HDMI to USB adapter. No. So what you need, Joanne, don't you have our studio course, our on-demand studio course? We have a video in there specifically about this. So out of, okay, I'm just going to verify this because now you're tripping me up here. Oh, shoot, I can't. Where is my, I was going to climb up to the behind the scenes camera, but I know it's micro HDMI. So on one side of the cable is micro HDMI. On the other side is full HDMI. So you're looking for a cable that's micro HDMI on one side. That's going to go into the camera. And then you're looking for full HDMI going into the cam link. So on your cam link, no props today. On your cam link, you are going to be looking at one side having HDMI and the other side USB. So the micro HDMI from camera going the same cable is full HDMI on the other end. That plugs into the HDMI port in on the cam link. On the other side of the cam link is USB. That's going straight into the computer's USB port. Does that clarify that? If not, hey, do this. Tweet me, Facebook message me or something with a picture of what you're talking about, and I will help you out there. Okay. Let me just see. Thank you for the continued conversation in the chat room about sponsorships. This is this type of stuff I love, love, love talking about. And we talk in depth about inside of Accelerator program. If you're interested in having training and coaching around all of this content creation stuff and making it really authentic to your needs, to your goals, and adding massive personality into it and building a business from your content, that is actually, the doors are open for just another week. So we have doors open now. We do close that program because the content, I'm coaching you through the content itself, but we have deep conversations around things like sponsorships. So if you're dealing with that, that might be something that you might want to connect with me on, and we can talk about whether it's right for you. So if you do have questions about Accelerator Program, hit up support@livestreamingpros.com, and I'll personally answer you. Okay, next question. Caleb. You now have 700, I love you, Caleb. You now have $758 to spend to purchase items in your show. What are you buying to make it happen? I love the specificity of this. I don't know that I can, off the top of my head, hit 758 exactly, but I don't know what you currently have. So I'm going to assume that this scenario that we're playing out is you're coming from no camera, no mic, no nothing. So, man, it's tricky. Only 758? Can we do like 850? If you already have a mic, I would then invest in a ZVE 10 or similar with a kit lens, and you're just not going to be buying a lens at that point, but you could get that later. If you need a mic and a lens and a camera, you could go for the ZV1. That would be another way to go here, and save your, stay within that exact budget. It's not going to give you the best of the best for all time if you want to get blurry background and, a bunch of more control over your camera and lens. But I think that that's probably where I would go with the 758 budget, is a mic, a USB mic. The Elgato Wave 3 is a great one, we have Rode ones that are great. And and the ZV1, not the ZVE 10, because that's going to pass that budget, but the ZV1. Or you could go for 365 cups of coffee. Also another valid option. I'm muting while I'm sipping. No, hold on now, Matt. I love you, but if you don't have a camera or anything, the RCP is not the right next choice, in my opinion. But it depends on what you're starting with, right? In terms of what you're going to actually spend that $758 on. Ooh, Caleb, great question. I can't wait to get to that, but I have to stay in order. Super chats do take priority. I just saw your latest one coming through on the comments. Oh, you're probably right. Why don't I have a lamb mug or a streamer mug? That seems like something that needs to be fixed, like ASAP. Do we have lamb or streamer mugs? I think we do. If you guys want to just head on over to the store and check that out and see if you can tell me what I have in my own store, that would be awesome. Can you just let me know in the comments if we have that available or not? Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Mickey, I've finally gotten most of the pieces I think I need. I plan on streaming gameplay on Twitch on PC through Mac on Ecamm. How do I connect audio from both through a Rodecaster Pro? So, Mickey, this is a great question, and it's not as simple as me just telling you. So I want you to go watch the RCP2 series that we have. So we have a full series on the RCP, the Rodecaster Pro, for those of you who don't know what RCP is and you're like, all this jargon. It's a Rodecaster Pro. I would show you on the behind the scenes camera, but my behind the scenes camera isn't working at the moment. But it is a mixer. It's an audio mixer that has a lot more capabilities than just purely a mixer. Hold on. Yummy. I'm just trying to break the curse here. I've only gotten like 3 sips in. I have to either have only one sip or half of it or full cup. We didn't have a consensus on that answer. All right. Joanne, got the okay. Okay, still on this. Okay, with the you don't need, so the interface cable that it comes with, that's what I'm saying is you don't need that because aren't you already using Ecamm? You don't need the EOS webcam. When you plug it in, it's just going to go straight into Ecamm. Joanne, email support or tweet me with a picture with a let's get you figured out. But I kind of need to see like a picture of what you're dealing with. That's also something we do a lot of inside of Accelerator program is like the tech figuring it out, the troubleshooting and the dealing with all of the questions. So another reason to come hang out with the best community on the internet behind closed doors. Okay. Wait, also bought a cup for you that's right. You totally did, Einar. When we saw that order come in, we were like, how did Einar get that mug that was not supposed to be public? That's funny. I forgot about that. Okay, do we have it? I don't know. You want streamer t-shirts, black. We have t-shirts. I'm sure we have it in black. Okay. Okay, you had a lamb. Oh, we do. Okay, we have lamb mug and stickers. Woo woo. All right, I need a lamb mug now. Next question, Africa. I have a question. If I'm streaming, is there any possibility to have a delay or not? Yes, Africa. So you might have joined late. I was talking about this earlier in the stream. You might want to watch that if you want more. But so when you are streaming, absolutely, there is always a delay, and that's called latency. And when okay, hold on. Let's back up here. Let's back this train up. I need a sound effect for that. Darn it. Ah! Okay, so here's the thing. When people say delay, there are multiple things that people mean by delay. And so what we need to do, thank you for the sound effect there. What we need to do is first identify what you mean by delay. One, latency. Latency is what I was talking about earlier, where you say something and the audience then hears it. Callie, can you send me a message right now? This is a video that I need to create like ASAP. I will do that this weekend. I think this is a really important video for people. Okay, so delay, latency is one thing that people call delay. And that is from the time you say something to the time the audience hears that. That varies on platform and controls that you're using and whether you're on 1080 or 4K. So for example, Twitch is known for their ultra low latency, like it's very, 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 very minimal. YouTube has kind of 3 different choices that you can kind of choose from. Facebook, I will say, has the longest latency that we see. And that can be, it has been up to 45 seconds. That's been a few years. In recent tests, it doesn't seem to, they seem to have fixed that super, did I say minutes again? Seconds. Coffee. Okay. Yes, no, novice. If you booked a clarity call, that's all with me. And OMG, I am freaking loving these clarity calls that we're doing right now. It's 15 minutes with me, and I will get you over one hump that you're dealing with, get you unstuck. That is like one of my favorite things I'm doing right now. Okay, anyway. So in terms of delay, that's latency. That is something that people call delay. The other thing that people call delay is audio sync issues, right? And so when your audio is out of sync with your video. if that's what you're talking about, then you are going to, that is like on the camera side of things, right? And so the way you set your camera up and mic up matters. And so if you're not direct connecting into your computer, then you might have an audio sync issue or into a mixer. And the other thing is if you're in 4K, like I was talking about earlier, 4K adds can create a delay as well. The other delay that people refer to is if you want to insert a delay in so that you can buzz out words so that you could like for gaming and poking streams, poker streams, you want to insert a delay. That's also possible. It requires extra equipment, but I don't think that that's what you're asking. So Africa, if you're still here, is Africa still here? If you are still here, let me know which kind of delay you were talking about or if I've missed the boat entirely on that one. All right, Caleb asked a great question. Hold on. I don't actually drink coffee like I am on camera. Like I just noticed like I'm drinking weird with like facial expressions. That's not how I actually drink coffee. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Next, Caleb, what would today Luria tell just starting Luria? Oh, so much. Caleb, this is like an entire podcast episode. But what would I tell just starting Luria? In other words, what is the best advice for somebody just getting started? Don't overthink it is probably the biggest piece of advice I can give. I've been doing some clarity calls that I just discussed, and I've been noticing there's a common theme of people just getting started in terms of feeling like you have to do all of the things. And this is exactly why we built out Accelerator program the way we did, because it breaks my heart to see you go watch, tips from channels, from programs or anything, and you say, oh, I got to do that. And so then you go grab this tip and you implement it, and you go grab that tip and you implement it, and you go grab that other thing and you try to implement it, but already you're starting to feel overwhelmed, and you say, somebody says, this is the way growth works, and now I got to do all of these things in terms of how I structure my video and how I present on camera and how I put it out there and the thumbnail and the title and all of the things, and it stops you because you're doing too much. If you're just starting out, the thing that you need to be focused on is just action. It's not going to be perfect action on one thing, and then another thing, and then another thing. When I have seen people spend literally years in this just starting phase of hearing, taking in knowledge, learning a lot, right? Like you hear this strategy, and you know that that's the thing that's going to work, but then you do it and it's not working. Like how many of you can you tell me, oh crap, novice, I did not realize it's 11. I'm so sorry. Okay, I gotta, shoot. Novice, really quickly, do you have, okay, I gotta go. Do you have a second? Can I just like wrap this up and I'll give you extra time? My apologies. I am so sorry. I did not look at the time properly. I was just so enjoying this conversation. So let me know if you have like a hard out. Let me wrap this conversation up, and then I'll meet you over there in just a minute. Okay. That's what I would say. I mean, that there's a lot more that goes into that. And again, that is why we actually created the Accelerator program the way that we did, in order to get you action and implementing the knowledge and nuance it to yourself. So that is something that's really, really powerful for you to just not overthink it, not try to do all of the things. All right. Okay, you guys, if you have additional questions, I will be back next week. I apologize for the getting distracted, and I'm going to finish drinking this coffee so that the curse is broken, and we're going to dance this baby out, and then I'm going to go over to my call with Namas. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Let's dance this baby out. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Honey, I got what you want.